Hey, today I have the Xbox Series X controller, and I recently upgraded from the standard Xbox One/One S controller to the Series X, and there are some things that are very different and might affect how people like the controller. So first of all, it used to have a dip right here where the Xbox button or it was just right here, and there was a black piece in the original Xbox One controller that sometimes would fall off. It fell off mine, so I'd recommend if you get an Xbox controller, get this one. I have the blue model, but there's a bunch of other colors, and they just came out with a red one, which I personally would have bought, but they were marked up to about $80. This was the cheapest one, so if you want a colored controller, you should get this one. The D-pad has been changed quite a bit since the One S controller. It has little detents in here that make it so that you can do diagonal movement in the D-pad. And you can see that it's kind of curved inward, like concave, which I personally really like playing different FPS games and things like that. One thing that is pretty cool is that the Xbox logo is completely black, but appears white when you turn it on. Another thing that I don't know if people will like is it has black shoulder buttons and triggers, but a white back. I feel like that wouldn't be a great design choice, but I guess that's might be a good thing for some people. If you're wondering what this is just a battery pack. I would put the back cover on, but it was for a One S controller, so it wouldn't fit correctly. So that's just a warning. Some might not work. All the buttons and sticks are very tactile and high quality. And another thing is the share button in the middle. I'm not a fan of it. Whenever I'm playing games and I try and pause the game, I always hit the share button, and I end up taking a bunch of screenshots during the game. It's supposed to be able to reprogram it to a different function, but mine wouldn't work for some reason. It kept just going back to a screenshot. But another thing is that the bumpers and sticks have little texture on them, and personally, I very much like them. And another thing about the triggers is that they're kind of more narrow than a typical One or One S controller. It takes a little time getting used to it, but you do get used to it. You do have your standard 3.5mm headphone jack and the proprietary Xbox connector for, say, like a keyboard or something like that. Sometimes as you can see, the thumbsticks are already yellowing after about 3 months of use, which is kind of annoying, even though I don't eat while I play this. The back of it is textured very much, and it keeps you from dropping the controller, which has happened many times. But other than that, this is a very nice improvement to the regular Xbox One and One S controllers, and I would recommend it.